Hi friends and welcome to my channel. So today we are continuing with this inventory mini series. So today we're gonna be able to pick up the item it added to the inventory, and also we want to change a little bit the look of the inventory because right now if I press I, we can open the wrong button. Okay, so if I press the I button, they're gonna open the inventory, but we don't want to be able to see this number, and also we don't want to be able to be this white yeah, this white image. So we want to be something in here, and also only show this if we have more than one, because right now it's just three nines. So okay, so we press I, they want to close the inventory. So perfect. So I added in the inventory already this icon. This icon is from the internet, so it's free. So I check it, and you can use this in your personal project, and also you can use it in your commercial project. So this is free for everybody. So I only modify the color because that was, I believe that was gray. I don't want to be gray because it's better to have it in white, so that way we can change this color whatever we want in Unreal. So yeah, so I download this one, so let's add it to the inventory. So also if you download this project from the my coffee page, you're gonna have all this stuff inside, so that's cool. Okay, so let's go to the HUD widget. So in here, let's go to the inventory, and we want to change the item image. So the item image, we want to change it from my, I believe I call it X icon. Yeah, so we want to add this, so we have that one. So I want to go with this green color, so I want to add it in my in here. So if I add it here, I can use it whatever I like. So I'm gonna be okay, and also change the color, or this one is better. Or we can leave it in white. I believe I wanna leave it in white. Yeah, it's better. So yes, I wanna leave it in white, so we can remove this from here. We don't want it. Okay, so perfect. And also we want to change this, so go to visibility and change this to collapse. A lot of people ask me why collapse is not hidden, because hidden, they're gonna say here, it's not visible but occupies layout space. So that means they're gonna hide in the game but still gonna be in here. So you don't want to be able to be here because maybe you can click it. So if you use that collapse, it's the same. They say not visible and take no space in the layout. So that means the collapse is removed from here. Well, it's just reduced to very minimum, so you can click it. So that's how the collapse work. So for me, it's better collapse for all my projects because I think it's more better for don't have nothing here. Okay, so let's compile and save. Let's go play. So now if I press I, you can see they open my inventory. It's a lot better. Cool. So now we want to add more slots. So I don't know how many you wanted. You can add how many you want. So right now I'm gonna add another one. So let's go to slot. Let's duplicate. So we have everything the same. So let's move it. Put it something like here. And let's change the name. So let's go. We can do this later maybe. 2. So I want to add it another one, so let's duplicate and put this in here. So not to be exactly perfect, but something like that. Also I want to, oops, I'm gonna check 3 of these. I'm gonna put it something like this. Okay, so we have 3. So let's keep honest. So let's change this 1 to 3. So you can add whatever you may, how much you want it. I wanna leave it for 3 right now because they're gonna take too much for the video. But in the next video, I'm gonna add this all the way to the end probably, or maybe to write something here so we can add it here. So yeah, so right now we have this inventory. So now I make these 2 more to just see how I make it. So I have 3. So perfect. So let's try to be able to add it to the inventory. Okay, so it's another way to make these pickup items. So I believe the best way to do it is doing this item modular, so that way we can change in whatever in real time for the spawner. So if we want to drop it, we enter in a chest, we want to be able to modify the item in real time. So I think it's better doing that way. So I want to show you that way. So also to be overlapping. So if you're using a third person template, maybe it's better to use a no overlapping, but use it more like where you are looking at. But right now, we like you know already, we're using the third person template, so it's better to do it overlapping for that. So okay, so let's do the item first. So let's go to inventory system. Let's go right click and let's create a blueprint class. So this blueprint, they're gonna be actor. I'm gonna change this to DP master, or we can do it like I normally do, main item blueprint. So we can open it, and this gonna share for all the item in the games. So okay, so this one they're gonna add, we're gonna need static mesh. I like better static mesh because they take less resources from the engine. So you can have multiple things you wanted, but it's better static mesh. If your item is skeleton mesh, you can convert the skeleton mesh to static mesh. Why is better converted? Because like I said, this take less resources to the skeletons because they have bones and things like that. But you can use both in here and only use the, for example, the skeleton mesh if it's something like clothing or something like be equipped. So like a pistol or something like that, maybe it's better to have a skeleton mesh for that, but we can switch it when you equip this blueprint. So that's better to start with static mesh. Okay, so after this explanation, so let's compile and save. Also, we need something to overlap with. So let's open and let's do, we can do a box collision or maybe a sphere. For me, I believe it's better to sphere collision. So they have more space to do that. So here, let's call it overlap item. So we have this one, compile and save. So now we have the main item we wanted. So also we're gonna need interface, so that way we can call it from whatever place we want it. That's really cool, and also you don't need to cast it all the time, the blueprints. So let's go to contents and let's create a new folder here. So let's create a new folder and call this interfaces, or I believe it's better to put it all together. Let's delete this, go to inventory system, let's go to blueprint, go to blueprint interface. So let's call it DP actor interact interface. A weird name, but well, we have it here. So let's save it everything. So that is perfect. So okay, so let's change this. So let's open the interact and let's call this a different name. Let's call it interact item. Interact item, or we can call it interact actor. That's better. Yeah, because we can use this interface for interact different things. For example, interact with door, another player, anything like that. So this is gonna be the main, the interact something. So also we're gonna need something when we want to interact with. So we can, in the input, gonna add it. You can do this very easy to add it to actor, but I better prefer to put directly with the player R, because for me, I believe I'm gonna always be interacted for the player. That's the more important one. So let's go here, the name of I don't remember what name we have. I think third person. Third person. Game mode. No, we change the name. Okay, so let's go to content, go to third person blueprint, and we call it main character. Yeah. So let's go here. No, don't do that. Okay, main character blueprint. So in here, let's change this to object reference and change this to player. So that way we know this is the reference from the player. Compile and save. And in the main item, you want to, in the class setting, we want to add the interface. So let's go here, add it, call it dp interact actor interact. So let's do it like this, compile and save. So now we have it here, the interface, but we don't want to call it from here because this is the main parent, so we don't want to use that one. So let's delete all this stuff. So compile and save. So let's open this item and we want to create a child. So from this one, let's create a child. Let's call it for now dp test item blueprint. Okay, so let's open it. Here we have everything from the okay, so sorry about that. I just somebody in the door. Okay, yeah, so we have these childs from the main item blueprint. So that means they have everything from the main item. So we have everything and also the interface. So we want to change this interact actor independent of each one, but maybe the interact actor is something like it's gonna be for everybody, but like I said, we want to change in each one of them because maybe you want to do something different depending on the item. So let's go event graph. Let's delete all this stuff. We don't need it. So in here, they're gonna be right click, gonna be implement event. So now we have event interact actor. So that's cool. So in here, we need the player and also what we want to do with this. So right now we want to only print a string. So let's go print string, so that way we can see if it's working or not. So let's compile and save, and let's put the item in the game. So let's test item, let's put it right here, something like that. And also we're gonna need a static mesh. So I forgot the more important part. I don't have too many things, so we can do ts diamond, and also we can change the color. I hate to be this color, so let's do something weird like this. So let's see how they look. Good enough. Yeah, so we have that one. So let's go play, so we can see we have the item right there. So also we don't want to be able to collab with it probably, so it's better to turn on the collision. So we can do in the main item because we want to do it in all of them. Let's go static mesh, go to collision and change this to no collision. So compile and save. Also, I forgot to mention this overlap item is better to have it inside the static mesh. Right now it's outside, so if I do it on top of that, we're gonna be inside the static mesh. Why is this? Because if we want to drop it, the item, we want to be the overlap the overlap sphere collision, they're gonna be with the static mesh, so that's why. So let's save it. Yeah, let's go to item. So we have this one. So probably for this we want to be the overlap item more big, so probably 100. So okay, enough. Yeah, so let's compile and save. Let's see how they look. So let's go play. So now we're supposed to be able to go through. So perfect. So now we want to be able to do an interact button for the character. So let's go to the character so we can have it there. So content, third person, blueprint, main character. So in here we want to create another one of these. So let's go to third person, input, action. We want to duplicate this, it's more easy. Let's do like call it in interact. So we have this one. If we open it, it's a digital bool, so it's perfect. So let's close it. Let's go back to the EMG default. We can change the name if we want, add a new mapping, and we want to add it the IA interact. Okay, so in here we want to use it from the F probably. I don't know if I'm using both. Yes. So I wanna add it one more and call this from the bottom for the gamepad. I would like to use that one, but you can use whatever you like really. So let's save it and close this. Okay, so we have jump inventory, so let's put the interaction right here. Right click, it go to IA interact. There you go. They're gonna be from the diamond here also. So let's go here and start. We want to do for this loop. So for each loop, but this time with break, because we want to be able, if we pick up something, they stop the looping, because we don't want to lose resources. So that's good. So we want to get all the overacting actors, because maybe we can overlap a few actors in the same time. So let's get overlapping, get all actor, get all over. Oh my god, how do they call it? Get all overlapping. It's not here. Why? Let's get overlapping. Get overlapping actor. Okay, I was selecting here, so don't do that. Okay, so in here we want to be able to be simple actor, so that way we can interact with any kind of actor we want. So that's cool. So we do like this, and from here let's connect to the ring. So yeah, so from this one we want to be able, because we can have actor from building probably also, actor like characters in it, but we want to only be able to trigger this if they have the interface. So from here let's call it does implement interface, and the interface we're looking for is the DP interact actor interact interface. I forgot the name. So let's do a branch. So if it is true, we want to call from here our interact actor message. So they're gonna be that one. If you don't remember how they call it, you can always put DP actor interact interface. They're gonna give you all the have inside the interface. Right now it's only one, so they're gonna be this one. So they're asking for the player because we got the reference. If you notice, we are already in the character. So from here, let's put self. So we have the reference from self. So that way we don't need to cast anything. So from here, let's go all the way here and let's reroute this. So they look more professional. Okay, so it's not perfect, but they look good. So also let's get all this stuff. Let's collapse it. Go interact. Okay, so put it like this. That's it. Compile and save. So let's see if it's true. So let's go play. Let's go here. If I press F, you can see they say hello. So it's working. So now we need to be able to equip it, to add it to the inventory. Okay, so I was thinking how to make this better, and also make it more modular, so that way we can use it for everywhere. So we can use this inventory system for another characters, also add it to the chest, add it to the loot box, or whatever we really wanted. So I think that is the better way to go. So I'm gonna do it for more modular. So for doing that, we're gonna need a few more things. So let's go to content browser. So go to inventory system, and we're gonna need a a few more things here. So one, we need a component, so let's go to blueprint class, let's go to component and call this dp dp inventory component. So this one is for now, so we have all the component we're gonna need for the character, thing like that. So let's put this to the character. Okay, so let's go to main character. Remember, if you put it in the main character, all your child they're gonna have an inventory. If you want to the child don't have inventory, if you have another one don't, so it's better to add it individually in the child. In my case, all the characters gonna have inventory. So okay, so let's go to add, let's go to dp inventory. So let's add this component. So now we have the inventory, compile and save. Okay, the other thing we're gonna need is a struct. So let's go to blueprint, go to structure, let's call this dp how we can call it, we can call it item structure struct. That's okay. So here it's gonna be all the stuff we're gonna need for the items. So we can put here whatever we want really. So I only for now I want to add three things. So first they're gonna be added the name of the item. So let's put here text. You can use a string if you want. It's like similar to the text, but you can change the colors and things like that. And also you can use a name, but name is better to use them for another thing. The D is better for the how they call it, for doing data table. So it's better use names or bombs, anything like that. So I want to use text, so it's a more simple one. And you can add here everything you're gonna need for the item. For example, if it's as a weapon, if it is if it's has durability, so if you can break anything like that. If you can put almost everything, you can change the type of the item here. So I'm gonna do the main ones and let it add it, or if we need more, or you guys want me to add more stuff. So let's go add one variable more. So it's gonna be image of the item. So this is how we call it, texture 2D. Yes, so let's do that. All your reference, don't why texture 2D. Yeah, sometimes they don't recognize this stuff. There's an issue in your engine file, so I hope they fix it. So okay, so the other one is gonna be item class. So this one gonna be main item blueprint class, but this one gonna be a class. So why a class? Because I would need it from house to spawn the items we wanted. So this is why I need this in the class setting in the in this variable. So not all your reference, we need the class. Okay, so here let's put item class, and the last thing we're gonna put, we don't need it, we don't have it yet. So we want to separate the items in different categories. You don't need to do it, but I think it's better, so that way we can go the flow of the blueprint. So if it's a health item, you want to do something. If it is weapon, you want to go to another one. If it's clothes or equipment, you want to be another route. So I think it's better to do that. It's more easy. So let's do here, right click, go to blueprints and looking for enumeration, and here we're going to call it dp item and type enum, the enumeration. Okay, it's enumerator. Okay, so we have this. So here let's add whatever we want. So for now I'm gonna add one. They're gonna be how we can be gonna be health. We're gonna need more. They're gonna be weapon. Let's add another one. They're gonna be clothes. Whoops. What can be, we can be also ammo or ammunition. They can be whatever we want really. So let's put it more standard mode. Also clothing better like this, or we can add a new one. They're gonna be keys, so that way if we have something, the only key they can do, like open doors, locker rooms, things like that, we want to use that one. Okay, so let's save it. We can add more stuff if we want later on. So let's close this one, go to instructor, and let's change this one to the one we create, dp item class. No, item type. Yeah, so let's go this one, let's call it item type. So that's cool. So let's save it. And to don't do this in all the item, because I see a lot of tutorials they do that, to add a structure in the item and things like that, it's better to use data table. So let's do a data table for that. So right click, go to miscellaneous, I think. Yeah, so let's go data table, and let's find the item structure, because they want to be that one. Okay, so we have here. So here we call it dp item data table, or dt, whatever you like, but for me I like to put the full name. So save everything. So now we have the data table. So here, if you open it, we can add all items we really wanted. So if I press add, we have all from the structure, the name the item has, the image we have, the class, and also the type. And we only need a name here. It's better to put similar name here to this one, but you don't need to. So you can put here whatever you want. So I don't have no item yet. So probably for a start, let's put something. Rename this to health plant. I don't know. For now, this is more for like Resident Evil, thing like that. So let's do it like that. So for now, the name they're gonna be plant, or we can do like Resident Evil green goods, green plant. You can separate anything like that. It's okay, but don't do it in here. Also, let's change this one to call it like green plant, so we know what it is. And the item I don't have yet, so let's put something. I don't know, say have plant here. No, let's go brush. No. Okay, so let's put this guy for now. Okay, so the item class we not create yet, and the item type we can select whatever we want. Is a health item. So let's save it, and that's it. So let's go to save person map. So here we can save everything. So we are ready for everything already. So let's move this, because I have too many things here. A lot of things here they're not supposed to be here. So for example, the hot widgets is a widget for everything, so we can put this back to content. So that way they're gonna be here. Also, we want to separate this stuff. So right click, go to a new folder. I want to call this core. So this is the core of the system. So we want to add it, this one, probably this one. Yeah, we want to do this one. So let's move it to the core. And this one, we want one more to icons. So we can put here everything like that. And right click, go to new folder, and go items. So we have here everything on this. So it's a lot organized. If they happen this, because I'm using show redirectors, if you don't have this stuff, just right click, you can add it, everything you like. For show director is other feature, go to show redirector. So you can see they have bad redirector. So let's go back to content, right click here, fix redirector. So now it's gone. So now we have everything. So that's gonna be it for the episode, because it's a little long, and also I want to think about it, how to make this more easy, because for me it's okay, I can do it complicated stuff, but it's better to be easy for me to also explain how this thing working, is anything like that. So I want to do it more modular possible, like I said, and easy to understand, easy to modify, easy to put in whatever we really like. This I just remember, this is gonna be like slot based inventory, but probably in the future I want to do another one like it's a grid, similar to Resident Evil 4, Escape of Kharkov, thing like that. And also we can do different kind of inventory. So yeah. So yeah, so that's gonna be it for this episode. So if you want to support me, you can go to my Coffee page. If you subscribe to my Coffee page, you can have exclusive stuff. For example, you can see this video before I publish in the channel, and also you can have the project files. For example, this project file for the inventory system, also the project file from the GTA and the running, thing like that. And also you are supporting the YouTube channel and my game that I'm current development right now is almost ready to show something in this channel. So I hope soon I can show you what I'm working, anything like that. So like always, also if you need help for something or you want to talk with me about real or whatever you want, really they don't need to be about real, so you can talk with me in the Discord channel. For me it's more easy to respond from the Discord than to respond in the comment on YouTube. So like I say always, thank you for watching and see you in the next video. So bye bye.